Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world, especially here in Hardin County, Kentucky. I am Spencer Keck. This is the Hillbilly Think Tank, and I am a candidate for Hardin County Magistrate. Now, someone told me that effluvia happens, but I don't think that effluvia dumps just happen. That's just me. Mama used to really tell me that just because I was a country boy from the holler, that didn't mean that I didn't need to have good manners and common sense. Well, I believe that laying off, furloughing 1,400 people in our Nuclear Safety Administration is ludicrous, you know? And I don't think that just, effluvia happens. That's planned and that's dangerous, leaving only 400 nuclear inspectors to inspect our nuclear stockpile, the nuclear production, and to test for nuclear weapons entering this country from around the world. You know, that's just downright dangerous. It's not good for our national security. Now, I know that they just need those tax breaks for the billionaires, but that's not helping us be safe, especially here in a military town like we live in, or a military county. Well, also heard that we are now up to 4,300 people fired from the federal government. And many of these are the folks who make sure that our 53,000 kids that need their Head Start preschool program have been fired, and these programs are at risk. Now, ladies and gentlemen, again, Mamaw would be so disappointed. She really believed in education, and she believed that Kentucky could be one of the greatest states in this union if we just kept on educating folks. And she pushed for that. And after I retired from the military and worked for a bit in the federal government, I decided, you know what? I want to go make Mamaw proud and become an amazing public school teacher here in our state of Kentucky. And I really love doing it. But to get kids ready for public school, we'll need to have that Head Start. Now, again, this just is common sense, but seems like that's in short supply sometimes these days. Well, it's also common sense to know that furloughing 1,400 nuclear inspectors doesn't make any sense either. Not paying, like I talked about last night, the cops who guard the base at Fort Knox, where we have all the nation's gold and quite a few other valuable military assets. Man, we need to keep that running. We need to keep those folks happy that are doing their job, providing security for one of the oldest bases in our nation and one of the most important ones. That's where my dad went to boot camp. And every time I go over there to buy some groceries or shop at the exchange, I'm like, man, did Dad come by here 50 years ago? Was it 60 years ago now? Anywho, I think that we all know what we need to do. We need to up and down the ballot remember who it was that put us in this spot. All right. Who has the majority right now? It's not Democrats. We know who has the majority. We know who could do something if they were just willing to really reach out with that art of the compromise, come together, meet in the middle. We want to save education for the average Joe's kid, and we want to save healthcare for everybody. And hey, do whatever you want to do to give those billionaires their tax breaks, I guess, because that's what seems to be the most important thing in America right now, are billionaires' tax breaks. But don't do it on the backs of the working class and the poor. All right. Y'all have a great night. Love your neighbors as yourself. Take care of your brothers and sisters, because we are brothers and sisters keepers. Let's make Hardin County even greater than it already is, and it's a great place. Have a great night.